It's Haig, back again for Team MHG. I've got nice red eyes, I'm tired, it's Friday, I'm ready to go back home. I just wanted to take, and obviously because I'm tired, I'm going to want to return to this conversation again, so this most likely will be titled as part 1, because there's going to be a lot of things that I'm going to miss out. So I wanted to talk about something that kind of like I feel deeply about. It to be honest with you, it quite upsets me when I do see it, and it is childhood obesity. You know, every now and again we do see children that are obese, and is becoming a lot more of a problem now. And I think that a lot of the things that will play the part is obviously the big one everyone can point to is poor nutrition knowledge and stuff like that. Food they've been given, quality of the food at the schools or whatever. I'm not, there can be a million and one reasons. I'm gonna state some of the reasons that I think it is, and if there is any parents out here, I just want to say straight off the cuff that I'm a parent myself as well. I have a little boy. I love him very much. So I'm coming at you from not only a professional point of view, but I'm also coming at you from a parent point of view as well. So I think that one of the bigger things is now is how many kids do we see with iPads, PlayStations, Xboxes, whether it's Xbox One, 360, DS, Nintendo, all that kind of stuff. What happened to the days of when kids were outside running around getting dirty and all that sort of stuff, burning off energy, burning off food, tearing them calories up, just running riot around everywhere. What happened to those days? We're not really seeing that as much anymore. So, if you do feel that, I know it's probably a little bit of a touchy subject. Like, we're not saying if you feel your kid's fat or anything like that. That's not really PC. And you shouldn't be telling your kid that they are fat anyway, because that's not correct. Fat is something. You're not defined by fat. You know what I mean? Yeah, okay. You might have fat, but fat is not a thing. You're not defined by that. So that would be wrong. But if you do feel that your kid is bordering overweight, is touching obese, then alarm bells should be ringing straight away. And I believe that there's a few things that can be done to nip this in the bud straight away. And I think they'll make a big difference. First thing, kids are kids. We all have, kids on the street and stuff. Take them to the park. Spare a little bit of time. Even if it's 20, 30 minutes, take them to the park. Chuck a football out there. Let them run riot. Let them, how many kids these days are running around trying to be Batman or the Ninja Turtle or, those little, I don't know so much about the girl stuff, I know about the boy stuff, but, those pony things or, all that kind of stuff. Take them to the park, take them on the block on the scooter. Do you know what I mean? Anything. It's windy in England. Give them a kite, let them run around. So there's from that point, active. I've just started taking my son to Mad Pups, which is Mad Dogs, but they have the Mad Pups kickboxing. He absolutely loves that. Same again, goes back to the Batman thing, superheroes, they're all out there, kicking backside, taking names, and that's what the kids want to do. So that keeps him entertained. I'm happy from that point of view. He's burning off energy, he's learning, not only is he learning fitness, and he's getting physically stronger, he's training his mind, and he's getting discipline. So, there's all sorts of things like that. There's after school clubs, you've got your martial arts, absolutely anything is anything. Take him swimming, keep him active. Swimming doesn't hit the fat burning zone. No, I always say that, it doesn't hit the fat burning zone, but it does improve the cardio. And we've got to keep, we've got to keep the little people healthy in the heart. Second thing is obviously clearly going to be food. That's the next point I'm going to go to. And again, I'm going to probably come back to this and make a part 2. I'm real tired right now, and I know for a fact that I'm missing points out that I do want to make, so I do apologise for that straight away. But food, do you know what I mean? How many kids, turn up like food, green pepper, red pepper, onions and stuff all the time? And I know that you might be thinking now, okay, well, they need to have their own opinion and stuff like that. And yes, they do, let them grow in this, that and the other. But you know, when I was little, if I was given something, I ate it. It was as simple as that. Like, I'm not saying that like I didn't have a choice in what I ate, but I'm saying that like we all know how much food costs these days. It's well overpriced in the supermarkets. At the end of the day, I always go back to the same thing, as I'm a parent first and a friend second. And I know that my son will respect that later on, as my dad had the same principle of that, and I respect him. I still don't talk back to him. I don't cheek him. I try not to cuss when I'm around him. I do sometimes slip up, but you know, that's kind of my mistake. But I believe that, you know, parent first, friend second is the way it should be. You know, if you want them to eat something, and you think that's for a purpose and for a reason, then I believe that you should enforce it. Because at the end of the day, it's not just for any kind of reason, just because you want to. It's for the fact that it's going to be beneficial. It's going to make them healthier. So another thing is as well is if you make kids food plain and boring, they're not going to eat it. You know. They don't have the attention span for it. It needs to be colourful. It needs to be exciting. Maybe even get them to make it with you. You know, my son loves that. He loves you know, getting involved in making tea. You know, all that kind of thing. It makes it fun for him. Then he wants to eat it because he's made it. It's not so much of a pain. And I'm not saying it's not a pain when he eats. He's a massive pain when he eats. Sometimes getting him to eat is like a disaster for me, but he does get there in the end. So yeah, so you know what I mean. So I understand where you're coming from, but enforce it, guys, enforce it. And I'm not coming at you trying, you know, telling you what to do and, you know, saying anyone's a bad parent. I'm just giving you tips. I'm giving you tips if you do feel that something needs to be done. This might be an approach. It's not fact. It just might be an approach from a professional point of view and as a parent. Basically, that's all I can think of right now, but I will follow up on this when I'm a little bit less tired and I've had time to think about it. A lot of my videos, I just take it straight off the cuff. I don't write down anything. I just get on, I say what comes to mind, you know, and people either like it or don't like it, but I try and get the real point across. So, exercise, after school clubs, martial arts, take them around the block, take them to the park. Food, stay off fats, you know, stay off crisps and all that sort of stuff. Get the fruit in and things like that. Make the food exciting, make it colourful. Use lots of different variety and things like that. And you know, put your foot down a little bit. If need be, put it down a little bit. So this has been Haig today for Team MHG. I hope that you've taken the time to listen to this. I hope it's been helpful. I would like some feedback on this if anyone does have any comments or anything like that. Take care. If you're not subscribed to us and you like the material we're doing on a daily basis, motivation, workouts, knowledge, chats, whatever, we have it all, okay? Take care, guys. Have a good weekend.